Lads, welcome to the new Battlefield game. We have some early pre-alpha gameplay of what the next Battlefield game is going to be, and based off of the music, it honestly kind of sounds like a Battlefield 3 remaster, although I'm sure it's going to be a brand new game. I don't think they would necessarily go the route of remastering Battlefield 3 or 4. From early talks, they've already said that the next Battlefield game is just going to be kind of based off of those vibes, and that's definitely what we're getting right here. This is basically just the same 12-second clip looping over and over again, but it's definitely looking like the next Battlefield game is going to be a modern military FPS game, and it looks like there's a pretty good emphasis on destruction. As you can see, we got an RPG blowing up a building. But towards the end of the clip, they have this whole thing saying, Battlefield Labs, sign up now. This is a brand new program, which we need to talk about. So there's an entire video dedicated to it. I've just had the same clip looping because this is the most gameplay that we've seen for the game so far. But this is the main video we're going to be checking out today. It's called Introducing Battlefield Labs, Battlefield Studios, and it's from the official Battlefield YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm going to be watching and reacting to this video and sharing my thoughts on this because, as you guys know, I'm one of those people that's cautiously optimistic about Battlefield at this point. You know, when Battlefield 2042 came out, it was up against Vanguard and Halo Infinite, and I actually played Battlefield 2042 more than any of those other games at launch, at least. And as I'm sure you guys know, things started to just slip through the cracks for Battlefield 2042. This next game could be a redemption from that, and I'm really hoping it's the case. Battlefield has had some absolute bangers over the years. You know, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. I mean, dude, Battlefield 1 was an absolute masterpiece. I'm really hoping that they can recreate that magic and that we've got something special here with the next Battlefield game. But again, I am cautiously optimistic, but let's go ahead and see what Battlefield Labs is all about. If you guys do enjoy this video and you want to see some more new Battlefield stuff on the channel, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Okay, it's just autoplay. Here we go. Here's the video.
Defending that last point in breakthrough.
You and your squad going together, trying to accomplish something.
Helicopter crashes into the building next to you, and all of a sudden the roof drops on your head.
The vehicle play is the destruction. You've got tanks, you've got jets.
You get a bit sweaty in your palms.
Okay, so I think they're just talking about their favorite Battlefield moments, probably. What that means for me personally is getting together with a squad and either trying to just, you know, play the game and win and using teamwork with the different classes and stuff, or, you know, trying to use vehicles to take certain areas. You do have that side of the game when it comes to Battlefield, but then there's also the goofy side where you're trying to chase people around with repair tools and burn them to death, or like in Battlefield 3 where you could use C4s to launch boats or like ATVs across the map and do all kinds of insane stuff, or even in like Bad Company 2 where the destruction was just insane.
It's just unlike any other game I've played.
This franchise comes with a long history spanning over 20 years now.
20
but the
years?
question is,
good lord.
How do we continue to build on that and push Battlefield to the next level?
Probably not adding specialists like you did in 2042. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. Ooh. I thought this was the game for a second. That's just LA.
Long before I joined the team. When 1942 first came out, the amount of fun that we all sat down
Legend.
and had with it is just, you know, still like a fond memory. So in joining the Battlefield team, it was about the opportunity to give that team that space to do something just more amazing even than they've done in the past.
We set out with this ambitious idea of creating this new Battlefield universe. And to make that vision reality, we had to think big.
Introducing Battlefield Studios. They're doing what Halo's doing.
Each of our 4 studios comes with its own culture and expertise into what we call Battlefield Studios.
They're going the Halo route.
One team.
Halo Studios, Battlefield Studios, Call of Duty Studios. It's gonna probably happen too.
Emerging talent.
I'm telling you.
DICE has such a rich history with Battlefield. We've been working on it for years and years. But we also want to do something bigger and better than we've ever done before. And you can't do that with one studio.
What you gonna do then?
DICE is responsible for the multiplayer part of the game, which incorporates things like destruction systems, class play, squad play, vehicles,
classes,
gadgets, all of those kind of underlying systems that drive the experience.
I like where this is going. Maybe having those separate roles is what's going to help the game be even better.
Maps, and we're also working on single-player mission contents.
We're driving a cinematic experience to the level that's never been done on Battlefield before.
Sounding good. I'm liking it so far. You got Ripple?
Has a long history of working on the Battlefield franchise.
We're working on an experience that is really going to open Battlefield up to a whole group of new players, but really still exciting that core audience that has made this franchise so successful.
Hold up. What was that on the screen? They are really just trying to tease us right here.
Working on the Battlefield franchise.
We're working on an experience that is really going to open Battlefield up to a
It just says interact here. What could that possibly be? Right here at this very moment, they are 100% teasing something brand new for Battlefield. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be Battle Royale. They have had Battle Royale in the past. With Battlefield 5, they had the Firestorm mode. And then with Battlefield 2042, they took a step back and they moved away from going the Battle Royale routes. Maybe they could be going the route of doing extraction. I mean, look at Delta Force. Delta Force is probably their biggest competition right now. And the game is absolutely killing it as far as it goes for, you know, essentially imitating Battlefield's multiplayer, but then also having the extraction stuff on top of that as well. So maybe that's what Ripple is going to be working on here. It could be Battle Royale. It could be an extraction mode. It could be something brand new. We'll have to wait and see. All we really have to work with right here is this thing just saying interact with this A point. But if you guys have any guesses, definitely let me know in the comments for sure. But for now, let's keep going.
New players, but really still exciting that core audience that has made this franchise so successful.
And we got the last studio in the UK.
Watching Battlefield for a decade now, and now we're going to bring that to the table as a fully fledged kind of partner in the Battlefield studios.
Mainly, we've been focused on the single-player experience. So the campaign is back for Battlefield.
Nice, let's go. That's awesome to hear.
Never before.
I was gonna say, I was kind of bummed that Battlefield 2042 didn't have any kind of story, any narrative, because even with Call of Duty as well, it's like when Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign, when Battlefield 2042 was announced and they said it was gonna be multiplayer only and not have a campaign, that really was a bummer for me. I know not everyone plays COD campaigns or Battlefield campaigns, but at least growing up with Call of Duty 4 and falling in love with that story, with that campaign, I do kind of feel like it's essential to have some kind of narrative to tie everything together, you know? At least if it's done right. You know, we want the campaign to have a compelling story, to have a good narrative, but then also have all the guns that we use in multiplayer so that way it ties back to something. It's just part of establishing the identity of the game. I do feel like it's very important and it's very slept on nowadays for a lot of different modern games, but so far this is really reassuring, and it's nice to see that they have 4 different studios dedicated to working on different sections of the game, and they're clearly outlining what that's going to be, except for obviously trying to allude to the idea of something with that like secret or hidden mode in the game. But let's keep going.
Have this many teams and talents dedicated to the development of Battlefield.
Oh, also real quick. So at least for Call of Duty, there is this notion that you can have too many chefs in the kitchen. And I do feel like that does apply for Call of Duty. We'll have to see how this synergy and all the different teams obviously turns out when it comes to how the new Battlefield game is going to be. But yeah, let's keep going.
And we have a plan to create a new, exciting future for the franchise alongside our players.
This game has so much
I wonder if they're going to talk about labs soon.
I think it's about giving the team this time to really hone their craft.
That's what you love to see it. But yeah, I gotta stop interrupting.
Prototype, play test, get feedback,
and then repeat that loop
over and over and over again.
That's true. That's how you do it.
Gameplay that really resonates with the players, and then build on that.
And I think this is why they're going to have labs. You can already see it.
Labs is our new development initiative where players will get to test specific focus areas in the game.
This is what I'm waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for right here.
Things in the past, but this is a whole nother level. We're doing it before we launch the game, and we're doing it with so much more content.
This could be sick.
It's an exciting way for us to interact with our audience before things go live and make sure that what we have is really fun and polished.
And we have to test everything. Combat to destruction to maps and modes.
We're going to test all the new features that we're putting out, and we're going to test hardware like weapons, vehicles, and gadgets.
We can try
This could be incredible. This could be incredible.
But also validate what players are expecting for Battlefield.
That feedback is crucial in helping us know what to prioritize, what needs improvement, and what feels like a true Battlefield experience.
We're pre-alpha.
There you
so
go.
Now's the time to test all the experiences our teams have been building for our upcoming launch and beyond.
They're not going to mention when the launch is, though.
Where you can learn more about our new closed testing environment.
I have to join the Discord.
We call it Battlefield Labs.
Go hoard in the cord.
Let's build Battlefield together.
Oh my god. They know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. You can't do that. The Battlefield 3 music. And it actually looks really good. I mean, this is pre-alpha gameplay, but even for pre-alpha, that looks really good. I know it's just a tiny little bit, but yeah, that was basically it. That was the 5-minute video talking about Battlefield Labs as well as their next Battlefield game. The video was mostly just kind of, you know, discussing the roles of the different studios and what they're going to be doing for the next Battlefield game, which I do think is a good idea. It was good to establish that and then ultimately end it with this amazing idea of Battlefield Labs where the community gets early access to being able to test out and play the game and share feedback with the different studios, which is a genius idea. But at the same time, I'm really hoping this is not one of those situations where it sounds too good to be true, or, you know, like this was basically too perfectly crafted, you know what I mean? Because EA definitely goes really hard with the marketing, and they've done some insane stuff with Battlefield in the past. I mean, just look at the Battlefield 1 trailer. That trailer was absolutely incredible. And I really feel like it is one of those situations where when you make a trailer that incredible and you also make a game that incredible, it just kind of sells itself, you know? But I do think that this idea of getting the community in early and being able to hear their feedback and kind of shape the overall vision and the direction of the game, I do think that's amazing. I just really hope it's not one of those situations where, like, prime example, Modern Warfare 3 with the early access campaign in 2023, us as COD players got early access to playing the campaign, and ultimately when people saw how short it was and they didn't really vibe with the plot of the campaign as well, people review bombed that, and then that ultimately hurts the overall success and the sales of Modern Warfare 3 for that year. I don't know if that could necessarily happen here with the Battlefield Lab stuff, but I do know this. I'm definitely going to get on this website and sign up. And if you guys are watching this and you want to get on the Battlefield Lab stuff so you can try to get into the early community testing, I'll have a link in the description of this video so you guys can check it out and sign up as well. Okay, so you go to this website, you can sign up, you can join their Discord. While we encourage everyone to register, space will be limited. Okay, so not everyone's going to make it in. Electronic Arts playtesting. Join the EA playtesting community. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. So I tried to get into this thing earlier and it said I was in a queue of like 100,000 plus people. That's what I was expecting to see right here, but I guess we could just go ahead and sign up now. Okay, so this is the sign up thing. I'm gonna have to do this after recording this video, but that is gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me react to the Battlefield Labs video and ultimately checking out some brand new Battlefield gameplay for their next game that's coming up. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of this. Do you think that they're moving in the right direction, or are you still very skeptical about Battlefield as a whole? Definitely let me know. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more new Battlefield stuff, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
Come. Train going.